I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. I have a shout out. This shout out is serious. This is great. So, um, okay, how do I go about this? There are so many different children out there that are in the foster system. And there's this one person that I know of that's just that's wrote a book. She is number one. She lands the number one spot on Amazon. She not only writes a book about foster care, but she is a foster care product. She went to foster care at 12 years old. Uh, Her mother had mental illness, and so she had to enter the foster care system. And she got an amazing person. She said, an amazing mother who actually taught her that it wasn't her mother's fault, and that she literally had to forgive her mother because her mother was incapable of handling a child, and that was, no reason not to love your mother. I think that this story was just amazing, and I want to go ahead and share this with you because, being that I was a foster parent, I'm no longer a foster parent, but I don't foster any children at the moment. But being a foster parent, understanding that these children are coming in and they feel rejected, they feel like they haven't been loved, they feel like now they got to go into a new family. Are this whole situation, the family, are they gonna accept them? They have to get used to it. What if the family does? They go through a lot of different things. You're not my mother. You're not my father. I've gone through the whole thing. Okay, and so Natasha Jordan is her name. She is an amazing author. You can find out more about her on the screen below, but all things natashaj.com and also natashajbooks.com. I'm going to go ahead and go and share my page because I want to give her bragging rights. Look at this. Thriving author Natasha Jordan lands the number one spot on Amazon. This courageous woman tells her story on the foster care system, success, and triumph in her new book. It says Natasha Jordan is a beacon of hope for those navigating life's hardships and challenges, especially those from the foster care system. The dynamic businesswoman and community service leader advocates for healthy living and thriving. I'm thrown aback that someone would come from the foster system and then write about it. This is not, I don't know too many people that have done this, but what I don't know is, how many people have actually gotten amazing foster parents and amazing people. I know that I tried to teach the children that I had, that they were a part of the family and that they were my child as much as I could help them and show them that I'm mom in any kind of sort of way, even though they don't call me mother or they didn't call me mom. It didn't matter. I was there not to replace mom, but to play the role of a mom. And I think that this is amazing. Definitely amazing. Definitely amazing. And I want to go ahead and share my other page with you. This is the book on Amazon. And let me go ahead and get that for you. To tell you the truth, I don't know how much of I don't know what to say really, because to me, this really does touch me. It really does touch me. It really does make a difference um to a lot of children, to me as well. It makes a big difference to me to see that a child was able to come out of the foster system on top. It just it makes me just like, I don't know, melt, I guess. It makes me emotional to understand that this can happen and that she is successful and she's thriving. I want to read this to you because, again, I think that this is an amazing story of triumph, even in the face of adversity, even in the face of something that should have, that would have, that could have brought her down, picked her up. It says, yes, We have all heard horror stories about the foster care system, but what about the success stories? Though my foster care home was not perfect, it was what I needed in my life and molded me to be who I am today, a servant, a leader, and a person of compassion. Life gives us good and bad moments, but the most important thing in either of these moments is the support that you receive. The world can be so cold, but having a great support system makes all the difference in one's life. I didn't understand this as a child, but now as an adult, I do. This book was written to honor foster children such as myself, along with my mother, my foster mother, and everyone who wakes up every day to make a difference in the lives of others. It is my intention that everyone who reads this book is inspired to reach our children, our parents, our social workers, and anyone who is looking for hope when there seems to be none. My hope is that this book will be a torch to light the way for all foster children and to positively impact their journey. I just, that got me. That got me. I'm shouting out Natasha Jordan for her courage, for her strength, for her foster mother who is no longer with us, as well as her mother. My condolences. But she left behind such a wonderful, wonderful adult woman. And I commend her for it. And I commend you for taking on this challenge of writing this book, From Foster Care with a Purpose. It is really, it hits home. It hits home. And I wanted to shout this out. Thank you, Natasha Jordan, for writing this book. And you guys can get the link and everything in the description box below. I'm just not really speechless, but happy. Happy to see that this is not one of the many horror stories I've heard about foster parents and foster homes and group homes too. I've heard it all. I've heard it all. And I'm glad this wasn't one of those. Thank you, Natasha. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to have that information about this book in the description box below. And don't forget that you can check her out on allthingsnatashaj.com, allthingsnatashaj.com, and also natashajbooks.com, natashajbooks.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different. And until next time, guys.